Hello, welcome to the Hayden Lake Health Bite. We are in the midst of flu season, as many of you know, and we wanted to talk about some simple remedies that will boost your immune system and help our bodies to fight off the viruses. And especially at this time of year, it's really important to adhere to God's health plan. He's got laws of health. We've been going over those quite a bit during our health bites. But doing this will optimize our immune system, so it's very important. Nutrition, we need to eat an immune-boosting diet. According to the Mayo Clinic, these are the key nutrients that are needed for a strong immune system, and they advocate getting these nutrients from the foods that we eat. So we have iron, we get that from lentils, beans, nuts, and dark green leafy vegetables. Vitamin A, best sources include orange and red fruits and vegetables like apricots, bell peppers, and carrots. Vitamin C, we get those from citrus fruits like oranges, grapefruit, lemons, and also strawberries and tomatoes. Vitamin E, best sources are seeds, nuts, vegetables, and nut butters. Zinc, whole grains, seeds, and nuts. And vitamin D, best source is sunlight. If we're physically fit already, our bodies will have a better chance of fighting off viruses. So we need to stay physically fit. This quote is given in Testimonies to the Church. It says, "Morning exercise, walking in the free, invigorating air of heaven, or cultivating a garden is necessary to a healthful circulation of the blood. It is the surest safeguard against colds, coughs, congestion of the brain, inflammation of the liver, the kidneys, and the lungs, and 100 other diseases. A walk, even in winter, would be more beneficial to health than all the medicine the doctors may prescribe." But proper winter clothing is essential. The limbs and feet have large arteries, but when the blood is chilled from the extremities, their blood vessels contract. Clothe the extremities so no part has any chilled skin. Exposing skin to prolonged cold lowers resistance against viral invasion of the respiratory tract especially. Much energy is lost to the skin because of improper clothing. When the extremities are chilled, the heart has double labor to force the blood into these chilled extremities. Perfect health depends upon perfect circulation. To maintain proper vitamin D levels, through daily sunshine exposure and vitamin D3 supplementation. The rays of the sun can even penetrate through the clouds, through clothing, and through bone. So those morning walks, even in the wintertime, are very important. Temperance means not consuming anything that will harm our body or our immune system. For instance, refined sugar harms white blood cells by competing for the cell's receptors for vitamin C. While white blood cells need vitamin C to destroy bacteria and viruses, sugar and vitamin C are similar in their chemical structure. The more sugar in your system, the less vitamin C can get into your white blood cells, resulting in a weakened defense for several hours after you consume white refined sugar. Also in the Health Reformer, we read about air. It is important to have fresh air in our homes, keeping windows open and fresh air flowing even in the wintertime, and getting that outdoor exercise. The strength of the system is dependent upon the amount of pure air breathed. Maybe not when it's negative 18, though. That might be the only exception to the rule. Many labor under the mistaken idea that if they have taken cold, they must exclude the outside air and increase the temperature of their room until it is exceedingly hot. At this time of all others, the lungs should not be deprived of pure, fresh air. If pure air is ever necessary, it's when any part of the system is diseased. The lungs are constantly throwing off impurities, and they need to be constantly supplied with fresh air. Impure air does not afford the necessary supply of oxygen, and the blood passes to the brain and other organs without being vitalized, hence the necessity of thorough ventilation. So keep those windows open and get outside. Proper rest, we need 8 hours a night, and we need to get to bed before 10 o'clock. Let's see, I don't know why I'm... Okay, there's another way to optimize our immune system, and this is a contrast shower. So when you take your shower, towards the end of the shower, we want to turn the water all the way cold and spend time in cold water and then turn it back to hot and then get warmed up again, turn it back to cold and then hot again and end on cold. We do this 3 cycles, and this will leave us feeling invigorated and refreshed. It boosts our immune system. And what do we do when we feel a tinge of a sore throat? That extra mucus in the nasal passages, what are some simple things we can do to help our bodies fight this off? First of all, we can gargle. We can kill the virus in the throat with an antiseptic gargle. In a pint jar, mix salt and a few drops of tea tree oil. Every 2 hours or so, take a mouthful and gargle it and then spit it out. According to the National Library of Medicine, given its widely known antibacterial, antifungal, and antiviral properties, tea tree oil is recognized as a potential and effective, safe, natural disinfectant agent. You can also mix it with coconut oil, and you can keep it in a little basin, and you can use that as a hand sanitizer also. Using sterilized water and salt, viruses and germs and mucus can be flushed from our nasal passages using a neti pot or nasal flush, thus aiding our immune system and killing off the invaders in our nasal passages. We would do this twice a day if you feel that coming on. And when you have the flu, stop eating and go to bed, but drink lots of fluids, particularly fresh citrus juices, orange or grapefruit, herb teas, and vegetable broth. Drink 10 glasses of water a day to keep the lung secretions thin. But wake up every 3 to 4 hours for hydration. It's easy to just sleep for days on end when you're sick, but you have to wake up for that hydration and make sure you don't get dehydrated. And when the body is overcome by sickness, it's recommended to clear the bowels using an herbal supplement that causes evacuation. As your body is working to eliminate toxins, you can help to move that waste out by keeping the bowels clear. For cough, Ellen White talks of the use of eucalyptus oil. She says, "I cannot advise any remedy for cough better than eucalyptus and honey. Into a tumbler of honey, put a few drops of the eucalyptus, stir it up well, and take whenever the cough comes on. I have to use this only a few times, and the cough is removed. If you will use this prescription, you may be your own physician. If the first trial does not affect a cure, try it again. The best time to take it is before retiring." And here is the famous flu bomb recipe. You have this recipe on your handout. We have 1 clove of garlic. Garlic is an antibiotic. We have fresh ginger, which is an anti-inflammatory. 1 drop of eucalyptus or tea tree oil, not aromatherapy oil. This is actual food-grade essential oil. If you see something that's aromatherapy sold at Walmart or Target, this is probably a synthetic oil and is not for to use like this. Cayenne pepper helps in circulation. Lemon, which has the vitamin C, and it's also an astringent. And raw honey, which is antimicrobial. Mix those all together. Drink it right when you mix it up, and then do this twice, 2 to 3 times a day. Another thing we can do to keep our lungs clear is called steam inhalation with sterilized boiled hot water and eucalyptus. The eucalyptus has antibacterial properties and antiviral properties, so when you breathe it into the steam, through the steam, it gets into your lungs and will kill the bacteria in the lungs and loosen mucus. So you boil the water and you remove it from the heat, and you place about 8 drops of eucalyptus oil into the water. You cover your head with a towel and you breathe the steaming water for about 10 minutes, but you need to add oil. As the oil dissipates, you need to add a few more drops. And I've used this with one of those plug-in tea kettles, and then you can just keep, it gets really hot, and then you can make it hot as it cools off. So 10 minutes, and you can do this twice a day. And if you are developing, or you have someone in your home or friend who is developing lower respiratory symptoms, you can use raw onion on their chest or on their feet. You chop up the onion, you place it in a pouch of paper towels, put it on the chest, and you place plastic wrap over it. And then this will improve the circulation in the lung area and break up the thick mucus and congestion. It is a great remedy for colds. The feet also have the largest pores in your body, and if you put onion on your feet, the onion will be absorbed into your bloodstream, and your body will take that where it needs to go. And when you have the flu, ask for help. You have family and friends that can help you. You also have a church family. You can call the church, and we can help get some help to you. This is a picture of hot and cold fomentations to the chest, and it can alleviate lung congestion and bring fresh circulation of blood to the area. We have included in your handout a website that has video instructions on how to do this. Another procedure is a Russian steam bath. This is a procedure that can induce sweating, assist the body in eliminating toxins, increase blood flow to the skin, doubles the white blood count, increases metabolism, stimulates immune response, and helps the sinus passages to open up. But most importantly, trust in God. Maintain a good attitude. Thoughts, whether positive or negative, have a direct effect on your immune system. Those that are happy and joyful, confident and loving are better able to resist infection. A strong relationship with God and trust in His love have a positive impact upon the immune function. Christ is the same compassionate physician now that He was during His earthly ministry. In Him there is healing balm for every disease, restoring power for every infirmity. The power is of God. He is the great healer.